The Grand Horizon Hotel was a temple of excess. Gold-leafed pillars, crystal chandeliers that cost more than a suburban house, and suites where the sheets were changed 3 times a day. In the middle of this suffocating opulence stood Elias. In his gray, oil-stained coveralls, he was the ghost of the machine, a janitor whose existence was ignored by everyone who walked the marble floors. Elias started his shift at 5 a.m. every day. He didn't talk. He didn't look up. To the hotel manager, Marcus Thorne, Elias was just a number on a payroll, or as Marcus liked to say, a speck of dust under a polished boot. On a fateful Tuesday, Marcus's daughter and the self-proclaimed Princess of the Horizon, Chloe, stormed into the lobby with her entourage. She was holding a $1,000 glass of vintage champagne, laughing at a joke only the rich could understand. Elias was buffing the floors, lost in his own thoughts. Chloe, distracted by her phone, tripped over Elias's mop bucket, splashing a few drops of dirty water onto her designer silk heels. The lobby went dead silent. Chloe's scream echoed through the atrium. You filthy rat! Do you have any idea what these cost?" she shrieked. Elias stayed calm, kneeling to wipe the floor. "I'm sorry, miss. I didn't see you coming." But Marcus was already there. He didn't ask questions. He delivered a stinging slap across Elias's face that knocked him to the ground. "This hotel is for the elite, not for vermin like you," Marcus hissed, ripping Elias's name tag off his chest and throwing it into the bucket. "Lick the water off her shoes and get out. If I see your face near this property again, I'll have you arrested for trespassing." Elias lay on the cold floor, his cheek burning, but in his eyes there was no fear, only a deep, dark patience. As Marcus and Chloe walked away, laughing about cleaning up the trash, Elias picked up his name tag. On the back, hidden from view, was a small, embossed seal, Vanguard Global Holdings. Elias didn't get on a rusty bicycle when he left the hotel. He walked to the corner and stepped into a black Morphine armored limousine with tinted windows. The chauffeur opened the door and bowed deeply. "Welcome back, Mr. Vanguard." Elias stripped off the stained coveralls. Underneath, he wore a bespoke charcoal Italian suit that fit like a second skin. He wasn't Elias the janitor anymore. He was Elias Vanguard, the sole heir to Vanguard Global, the world's largest real estate and hospitality conglomerate. His father's will had been specific. "Before you inherit the crown, you must live among the people who build it. You will work as a common laborer in one of our hotels for 1 year. You will experience the disdain of the powerful and the struggles of the weak. Only then will you be fit to lead." The year was up. Marcus's slap was the final second on the clock. In the back of the limo, Elias opened a tablet. "Marcus Thorne and his daughter Chloe," he said, his voice as cold as a mountain lake. "I want every financial record, every hidden offshore account, and every ascent Chloe has charged to the company card. I'm attending the Hotelier of the Year gala tonight." Working as a janitor had given Elias an advantage no auditor could match. He had heard Marcus taking bribes in the service elevators. He had seen Chloe using company funds to throw illegal parties in the penthouse. A janitor hears everything, because no one thinks a janitor is listening. The ballroom of the Grand Horizon was blindingly bright. Marcus Thorne stood at the podium, ready to accept the Hotelier of the Year award. Chloe sat in the front row, preening for the cameras. "Success is built on discipline and vision," Marcus announced into the microphone. "In this hotel, we do not tolerate mediocrity. We keep the vermin out so the giants can thrive." Suddenly, the massive oak doors at the back of the hall swung open. 10 security guards in black suits marched in, forming a corridor. Between them walked a man whose presence commanded the room like a storm. Marcus squinted. "Who is this? Who interrupted my speech?" Elias walked slowly up the stairs of the stage, stopping directly in front of Marcus. Chloe gasped. "Dad! It's him! It's that filthy janitor! Guards, throw him out now!" The hotel security moved in, but Elias's private guards blocked them instantly. Elias reached out and slowly took the microphone from Marcus's trembling hand. The silence was absolute. "You told me to lick your daughter's shoes this morning, Marcus," Elias said. His voice amplified through the speakers, deep and rhythmic. "But I have a better idea. I'm finished cleaning the floors. I'm here to clean the house." Marcus laughed, though it sounded forced. "You've lost your mind. This is my kingdom." Elias signaled to the tech booth. The giant screens behind the stage flickered. They didn't show Marcus's achievements. They showed bank statements of embezzled funds, photos of illegal payoffs, and the deed to the Grand Horizon Hotel. At the bottom of the deed, the owner was listed: Elias Vanguard. As of 10 a.m. today, Vanguard Global has exercised its right to terminate your contract for gross negligence and criminal activity, Elias said. "And since I own Vanguard Global, that means I own you." The room erupted in whispers. Marcus's face turned gray. Chloe looked like she was going to faint. "Marcus Thorne," Elias continued, leaning in close, "you stole $12 million from the renovation fund. You abused the staff who made you look good. The police are waiting in the lobby. You aren't being fired, Marcus. You're being evicted from society." Elias reached out and ripped the manager's badge off Marcus's suit, mirroring what Marcus had done that morning. He dropped it on the floor. "Security, escort this rat out of my hotel." As Marcus was led away in handcuffs, Elias turned his gaze to the crowd. He looked at the waiters, the maids, and the busboys standing at the edges of the room. They were looking at him with a mixture of shock and hope. "Tonight isn't just about removing a thief," Elias said into the mic. "Tonight is about restoring the heart of this hotel. Effective immediately, every employee's salary is doubled. And from this moment on, anyone who treats a worker with anything less than total respect will find themselves on the street, regardless of their status." The applause that followed was the first sincere sound that Ballroom had heard in decades. Elias stepped off the stage and walked past Chloe, who was sobbing on the floor, her status gone in an instant. He stopped, looked at her, and tossed a wet mop at her feet. "You said there was a spot on your shoe this morning? You have all night to fix it. Maybe after a year of cleaning, you'll learn what it means to be a human being." Elias walked out of the hotel as the cool night air hit his face. He climbed into his limo. "Where to, Mr. Vanguard?" the driver asked. Elias looked at the glowing skyline. "We're just getting started," he smiled. "There are a lot more houses that need cleaning."